Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who's new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. So welcome to today's video, which has been requested by you and that is actually how I'm organizing my brushes. So by the time this video goes up, you probably also saw how I clean my brushes, because I have done like a vlog kind of a video about how I'm cleaning my brushes and what I'm using for it and all of my thoughts behind it. I'm gonna link it here. And so now it's time to show you how I'm actually organizing my brushes here on my table. I do have several sort of brush collections. That sounds so like I'm a superstar, but I'm not. It's really just because I have one set of brushes that I'm only using for clients, and then I have another set of brushes which is sort of my backup brushes that are like behind me here, sort of on a lower shelf. I rarely ever use them. They're really just like, I cannot declutter them yet, so I'm sort of keeping them in order to, just in case I ever need them. But at some point I know I'll give them to my daughters. Anyway, so but what is really important is the brushes that I'm using every day, and these are the brushes that I have right here. Now, a lot of people that I'm seeing on YouTube and that I also like know from like knowing them privately on like a private basis have their brushes in a cup or like in a big container if they have a lot of brushes, and have them all together, which is fine. I used to do that too, and at some point also when my brush collection grew a little bit, that was just not working out for me so well anymore, also because I need to very quickly know where that certain kind of brush is that I'm looking for, because I don't want to sit here and look forever for brushes. It makes editing so much harder for me. So that was a reason, and also because my personality is just really like, I need to be organized, I need to sort everything. I'm a little bit, yeah, that's how I am. That's how I work. I love when things are in order. I love it when things are like sorted by colors or by sizes or by shapes or by, I love it like when there is not a big mess going on, you know, because that makes me nervous and then I can't function. So anyway, yeah, that's me. All right, so I'm just going to show you what I have here standing here. Okay, so I have 5 cups with brushes here. So let's just go through them. All right, so I have my first cup here is this one. So here I have my face brushes. There is usually also a foundation brush, which like for liquid foundation, that I haven't yet cleaned because it's still lying here from today's look. So that's why it is not in here, but it would be in here theoretically, but you know that I never put a dirty brush back into the cup. So that is what it is. Of course, you see that these are slightly used because these are my face brushes that I'm cleaning just once a week, and I cleaned them like 2-3 days ago, so it's not yet time for taking a shower. So anyway, that's why they're a little bit dirty, but it's not like my eyeshadow brushes that I'm wearing, that I'm cleaning every single day. All right, so that is what I do. And then I have, let's see, these ones. Okay, so that is my next cup. These are the brushes that are more like for inner corner highlights, that are for cheekbone highlights. This is also like a rounded brush that is a little bit more, maybe, wait, let's just put this down. It looks like this. It has like a rounded top a little bit. That is also really, really nice if you want to have like a very defined kind of a highlight, or, you know, something like this. So I'm not using them too much. That's why they're standing a little bit to the back. And that's why I also don't want to have them with my normal blending brushes, because, you know, I don't use them too much, and would just make like for also visually it would make it a mess for me, and really, really hard to like distinguish what is what I want. And also because I don't know, because of that reason. All right, so let's just put these ones back, and then I have these brushes here. That's another cup. So here I have my pencil brushes, I have like packing brushes, I have a few blending brushes like crease brushes and things like this that I'm not using too much. These are not my favorites, like these, but these are basically, wait, here's a lip brush that doesn't belong here. Anyway, there's another one that doesn't belong here. All right, Leorah, you're doing well. So these are like mostly packing brushes, you know, like really shader brushes and stuff like this. So I have them all in one place. And also, like I said, pencil brushes. All my pencil brushes are here, and like brushes like this. These are the packing brushes that are really, really dense and quite short, who will pack on a lot of pigment when you're putting on the eyeshadow. Yeah, and things like this. So that is my other thingy. All right, then I have another cup right here, which are my favorite brushes that I'm using all the time. And here I also have my little stand for my eyelashes when I have put the eyelash glue on, and I'm putting them on it so that the glue can dry a little bit. I got that sent by my best friend. That was so helpful. This is from Lily Lashes. I don't know, it's probably available from other lash companies too. This is, if you're wearing a lot of lashes, this is so helpful. So I have this here hanging on the side always, so I know where it is, because small pieces always get lost, right? So then I have also two different kinds of lash tweezers. So let me just put this down again. So this is the typical lash tweezer, which looks like this. This is how with this I put them on, and then once I have placed them in the right place, I'm using a regular tweezer like this to like really settle them in the right place. I will at some point do a video about how I'm applying my false lashes, because that also has been requested, so that is coming at some point. All right, so back to the brushes. I also have scissors here, because I always need scissors because of my lashes. You know, I always have to cut down lashes and things like this, so scissors I always have in here too. And then there are all my Sigma brushes in here, which I really love. There are a few Kiko Milano brushes that I really love. And yeah, so that is basically, that is all that is in here. These are my brushes that are the closest to me, because I need them all the time in my tutorials. These are the brushes I'm working with. And then the last cup is these brushes. So these are probably the most. And these are like tiny brushes that are all for like eyeliner and very fine work, and also for like eyebrows and everything that needs like a very fine tip, kind of you know, super fine brushes. I hope you can see this. Yeah, so these are the in here, and also concealer brushes for like cut creases. I have ones with like rounded tops, and then this one, for example, is one that is a little bit angular. And like all my concealer brushes are in here. There are a few of these kinds of spoolie kinds of brushes, you know, for eyebrows and stuff. So that is it. This is how I'm organizing my brushes. I personally find it super helpful to have them in categories, you know, not only of the brushes themselves, but also according to my preference, how I'm using them, who are my favorites, you know. That is how I do it. So I don't know if that was helpful. I really hope it was. One thing I maybe should still mention is that the brushes that I have down here on that shelf, what I told you about behind me, that they are sorted in exactly the same way, that I have my face brushes separate and the blending brushes separate, and just also again for me finding stuff easier, just in case I need them, which I probably will never. But anyway, I have a very big passion for brushes. I would love to try more brands, more shapes, more like different kinds of qualities of how do you say that, bristles, I think, you know, the, how does one call this part, the fur, I don't know, the hair, whatever. I think it must be bristles. I think so, maybe not. Oh, that this is you know, it's a very big passion of mine. I love brushes, and also really when I got my first Sigma brushes, I was so excited about it, and they are really good brushes, and I would love to just try like everything. That's just me. I love to try new stuff. So, and then again, for my clients, I of course have this kind of roll out thing that you can also put on as a belt, as a makeup artist belt, belt where you have all your brushes stuck in there. I personally don't like that even so much. I love to have my brushes in front of me but not on me. But anyway, sometimes, you know, when you have no place to put anything down, it is really helpful to have it in a belt like this. But usually when I'm working as a makeup artist on someone else, I'm not sitting and I'm standing, so that also makes it much easier to have a belt like this hanging down in front of you, or like towards your sides even, because like here sitting, that would be super uncomfortable and absolutely not practical. So anyway, that was it. I hope that was helpful. Let me know if that helped, and especially you who requested the video. I hope that maybe gave you some inspiration how to sort your own brushes. And yeah, that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you're new here, then please subscribe to my channel, and if you're not and you're just returning to me because you love me, then thank you so much. I love you too. I love all of you, and I'm so glad to have you here. And I'll see you here next time for my next video, which is gonna be super soon. And up until then, go ahead and sparkle. Hugs and kisses. Bye.